The Enlightenment Practices of Patanjali, Step 3. Body as temple, stillness in form. Before the mind can enter true silence, the body must become still, not as suppression, but as sacred presence. In Step 3 of the Enlightenment Practices of Patanjali, we enter the temple of the body. We begin to realize the body is not an obstacle. It is not a burden. It is the first gateway to liberation. This step is traditionally referred to as asana, but its true meaning has little to do with athletic postures or physical flexibility. Asana in Patanjali's Yoga Sutras means a steady, easeful seat held in stillness, a sacred form that allows consciousness to remain undisturbed. This is the doorway between motion and meditation. This is the art of stillness in form. Section 1. What Patanjali actually meant by asana. In modern yoga, the word asana is often associated with an entire system of postures, flow sequences, and physical practice. But when Patanjali used the word, he was pointing toward something far more subtle. In Yoga Sutra 246, he says, Sthira Sukham Asanam. Asana is that which is steady and comfortable, not powerful, not impressive, not acrobatic, simply steady and at ease. In the traditional context, this referred to the meditative seat, the posture you take to enter samadhi. It could be cross-legged on a cushion or even seated in a chair if done with awareness. The deeper teaching is this: when the body becomes still and stable, the mind receives the message that it too can rest. The body is not just a vehicle. It is a signal to the nervous system, to the breath, to the subtle energies, that now it is time to turn inward. Section 2. The nervous system and subtle energy response. Modern neuroscience supports what the ancient yogis already knew. When the body is in a relaxed but alert posture, the parasympathetic nervous system activates. This is the branch responsible for rest, digestion, healing, and spiritual absorption. It's the opposite of the fight or flight state. In this stillness, heart rate slows, cortisol drops, and alpha and theta brainwaves begin to rise. These brainwaves are associated with deep meditation, creativity, intuition, memory integration, and even nonlinear perception of time. But beyond the nervous system, the pranic body, your subtle energy field, also responds. When the physical body holds still without tension, the 5 vayus, or internal winds, can begin to flow in harmony. Apana grounds, prana rises, samana balances, udana lifts, vyana expands. This inner balance opens the door to spontaneous meditative states. Stillness becomes more than absence of movement. It becomes the condition for inner illumination. Section 3. Body as temple. When Patanjali placed asana as the third limb, after the yamas and niyamas, he was signaling a progression. First, cleanse the mind and heart. Then, inhabit the body as a sacred site. Just as a temple must be clean, stable, and well built to house a flame, your body must become a steady container for the fire of awareness. This is not about ideal body shape or strength. It is about reverence. The way you sit, the way you breathe, the way you hold yourself in practice becomes ritual. Each session of seated meditation becomes a return to the altar. The spine becomes the axis mundi, the center pillar. The breath becomes the incense, and your awareness becomes the flame. Asana is not for performance, it is for presence. Section 4. The fire within stillness. When the body becomes truly still, without suppression, without collapse, a subtle fire begins to burn within. This fire is tapas, the inner heat of transformation. But unlike forced effort, this fire does not come from will. It comes from alignment. It is the quiet burn that happens when the ego begins to loosen, and attention is no longer being pulled outward. It is in this sacred stillness that visions may arise, insight may dawn, and the energy of Kundalini Shakti may begin to stir. But none of that can happen if the body is fidgeting, shifting, collapsing, or reacting. To build the inner fire, you must first become the still flame. Section 5. Yin Postures and the Energy of Receptivity. In support of this step, one of the most powerful tools is Yin Yoga. Unlike dynamic yoga, Yin postures are held in stillness for several minutes. They invite you to relax into the form, to stop striving, and instead open. This kind of physical stillness trains the mind to stop pushing. It repatterns the breath. It teaches the body to release what it doesn't need. Here are 3 Yin postures that support step 3. Butterfly pose. Opens hips, releases lower back, and grounds upon a vayu. Sphinx pose. Gently stimulates the spine, awakening awareness along the Sushumna channel. Caterpillar, forward fold, encourages inner surrender and stillness of thought. These poses are not meant to challenge, they are meant to prepare, to train the body in ritual stillness so the energy body can rise. Section 6. The body as a mirror of the mind. As you begin to explore stillness in form, notice this. When the body is agitated, the mind becomes noisy. When the body collapses, awareness dims. When the body holds perfect stillness with softness, the mind enters silence. This mirroring is not accidental. The rishis saw it clearly. The more deeply you inhabit the body as sacred ground, the more you realize it is not separate from consciousness. It is a field of awareness, shaped by habit, refined by practice, and capable of becoming pure presence. You are not trying to escape the body. You are learning how to sit in it as a flame sits in a lamp. Undisturbed, radiant, eternal. Section 7. Practical guidance for step 3. Begin small. Choose a dedicated space. Sit the same way each day, cross-legged on a cushion or in a supported chair. Let the body be upright but soft. Hold the spine as a column of still light. Let the breath be natural. Set a timer for 5 to 15 minutes. Do not shift, do not scratch, do not fidget. Let yourself become a mountain. Notice what arises, notice the mind's reaction, and just keep sitting. You are not waiting for silence, you are becoming silence in form. Final reflection. This is step 3 of Patanjali's path, the art of stillness in form. It is not about physical posture, it's about entering the sacred through the body. The more you honor the form, the more the formless begins to reveal itself. And when the body becomes steady, when it stops struggling, when it becomes a temple, then awareness enters, then meditation begins, then the gate opens. If this teaching stirred something in you, I invite you to continue with this journey step by step. Each video reveals one limb of the path. Together, they form the true yoga, not of poses, but of awakening. Subscribe to stay close to the unfolding. And if you feel called to support this sacred library, you can join as a member and help carry the flame. Your body is the temple. Your stillness is the key, and the path is already within you. With love and reverence, Lokeshananda.